Well, takeaway is that he put it out to light, and I think that's important. The conversations that we've been having have been trying to get at some realness about these perceptions, these viewpoints that also dovetail with power. And I think that's the big issue because as a player, or if you're trying to buy a house in a neighborhood, whatever it may be, when someone has this level of power over your future and your fate, and they have that type of view on you, it's highly problematic. Of course, it plays into your opportunity. Of course, it plays into your future when that is the leadership. And so all these teams and organizations in the league can use this opportunity to look inward and say, hey, you know what? We don't approve of this, although we recognize that he might have put a neon sign to it, but this exists in very subtle and nuanced ways also. And having that sort of wherewithal and the instincts to understand that it doesn't have to be a cross burned on your lawn, so to speak, but it actually exists in these more subtle ways is important. I think that's been a big part of the last year of just having listening sessions and hearing that things that are mundane and basic are not really simple for many people in our society that are disenfranchised or are discriminated against. It comes in very subtle ways. It comes in ways that seem unexpected. But I know for me, like basic things in my life are not really that simple. Buying a house, getting a cab, getting my kids in school, everything comes with this supercharged awareness that
shoveling snow in your case.
Shoveling snow in my driveway.
which led to a new law in the state of Connecticut, those that aren't familiar with Doug's activism about police jurisdiction. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so those things are not taken for granted. So we could learn a lot from that. And so the way he's framed it, you notice that, yeah, he talked about money and he tied it to Seeger, but the players of color, the international players, got treated with this disrespect around their cultural identities. And I think it's a distinction that's important to make. One, you're talking about their bottom line. The others, you're talking about who they are. So you got to look at that. And that is the problem when you don't have voices of diversity at leadership levels. Even the best of us, when you have an echo chamber around yourself, your ideas are going to be narrow and limited to that echo chamber. And that's all the more reason if baseball wants to grow. One opportunity to do that is to get as many of these voices to represent the game so that all of us feel welcome.